Whenever I listen back to something that I do, it just makes me feel weird.
Hi, my lovely.
Hi.
Welcome to America's Got Talent.
In a twist that no one saw coming, the famously cold-hearted judge with a smile rarer than a unicorn sighting has finally spoken about the long-standing rumors surrounding his golden buzzer star, Courtney. At 65, when most people are thinking about retirement plans and better back support, is apparently reflecting on the ghosts of America's Got Talent past. The internet exploded when whispers spread that he'd finally confirmed something sad about Courtney, the rock-voiced teenager who once turned him from critic to fanboy in under 30 seconds. Of course, in classic internet fashion, some fans declared he said it, while others replied he didn't even blink. Still, it's the kind of story that makes you grab your popcorn, because when shows emotion, it's either the end of an era or just a really strong gust of studio air. Whatever the case, people are ready to hear what the man himself finally had to say after years of silence. The rumors that refused to die. For years, fans of AGT have whispered theories thicker than a thread on aliens. They've claimed he had regrets about Courtney's career, or that he felt guilty for how quickly fame swallowed her up. Some said he tried to guide her after the show but hit industry walls. Others believed he kept tabs on her quietly, like a proud dad with sunglasses and sarcasm. These stories floated around without a shred of hard proof, just screenshots, out-of-context interviews, and one guy on Twitter who swore his cousin's friend worked for his dog walker. Still, the mystery became part of Courtney's legend. Every time she released a song, someone commented, "Does know." It got to the point where people half expected him to tweet, "I'm fine, thanks for asking," just to calm everyone down. But even without confirmation, these rumors kept Courtney's name alive, a proof that sometimes silence speaks louder than a press conference. At 65, the softer side of the sharpest judge. Turning 65 has clearly changed in more ways than just his wardrobe choices. The once fearsome talent judge now looks more like a wise music uncle who's seen it all, from disco comebacks to tick singers. In recent interviews, fans noticed a gentler tone, less of the sharp jabs and more reflections on artists that changed my life. Naturally, Courtney's name resurfaced. After all, she's one of the rare contestants who made him speechless, and that's practically a world record. One fan joked he should get another golden buzzer just for developing emotions. Whether it's age, nostalgia, or simply better coffee, his change of heart feels genuine. And when he finally spoke about those past moments, there was a warmth that even his critics couldn't deny. Who knew the man who once terrified contestants could now make us emotional instead? The big confirmation, or was it? Now here, where things get tricky. The internet lost its collective mind over headlines screaming, "Finally confirms the truth about Courtney." But when fans dug into the clip, it turned out he didn't actually spill any groundbreaking secrets. Instead, talked about how some contestants had all the talent in the world but never got the support they deserved. Cue dramatic music and fan theories flying faster than a golden buzzer confetti cannon. Everyone instantly assumed he meant Courtney because, well, who else fits that description so perfectly? Still, classic fashion, he never named names. One viewer joked, he's emotionally vague like a human riddle in designer sunglasses. Whether it was intentional or not, that tiny hint was enough to fuel days of online debate and heartfelt tick. If mystery was a marketing skill, would earned another fortune by now. Piecing together the truth, what's actually proven? As emotional as the rumors sound, here's what we can confirm. Courtney's AGT audition remains one of the most unforgettable in the show's history. The moment she transformed from a shy schoolgirl into a rock goddess in seconds. After the show, she signed a deal, released music, and performed internationally, though she stayed mostly out of mainstream fame. Meanwhile, has consistently praised her talent over the years, calling her fearless and unforgettable. But beyond that, there's no official record of him confirming any regret or sadness, just fans connecting the dots like musical detectives. One journalist quipped, "At this point, could sneeze and people would call it a secret message." Still, what's undeniable is that both their paths remain forever linked, the legend of a girl who made feel something, and a judge who maybe, just maybe, still wonders what could been. Why the story hits so hard? But why does this story keep breaking the internet every time it resurfaces? Because it's not just about fame, it's about what happens after it. Has always prided himself on finding stars, but watching one fade too soon can hit harder than any viral meme. And Courtney wasn't just any contestant, she was lightning in a bottle. Fans still remember how his jaw literally dropped during her audition, not figuratively, literally. One user joked, "We thought he needed a medic." So when people think he's reflecting on her, it feels personal. Maybe it's guilt, maybe nostalgia, or maybe he's just realizing that talent like hers doesn't come around often. Whatever it is, it humanizes him. The man who built pop empires suddenly looks like a guy reminiscing about a moment that truly moved him. And honestly, that's the kind of plot twist nobody saw coming. Courtney's side of the story, a voice that never faded. Whilst Reflections made headlines, Courtney herself has been quietly building her own legacy. She's released new music, experimented with her sound, and kept a loyal who refused to let her fade into history. Some fans joke that she's like the Batman of music, disappearing for a while, then returning stronger than ever. Even though she's kept her distance from the mainstream spotlight, her performances still carry that same raw energy that once made stare like he'd seen a ghost. She's proof that fame isn't always the measure of success. And if truly meant what fans think he did, then it's less of a sad ending and more of a bittersweet recognition that the kid who once shocked him didn't vanish. She simply took control of her story. Because real rock stars don't disappear. They just turn the volume down until they're ready to roar again. Fans go wild, the internet's emotional meltdown. Leave it to the internet to take one emotional quote and turn it into a full-blown soap opera. Within hours, Twitter and YouTube comments were ablaze with theories, edits, and emotional fan videos titled things like "Regret the Courtney story." Some users swore they saw him tear up, while others insisted it was just bad lighting. One fan hilariously commented, "If sighs water, we panic. If he smiles, we faint." That's the kind of power he holds. One eyebrow raise can send fans into a 3-day frenzy. But beneath all the chaos, the message was clear. People still care deeply about this connection. It wasn't just nostalgia, it was admiration for two artists whose chemistry, though unspoken, changed a generation of talent show viewers forever. It's reflection more than just words. And finally addressed the topic, even vaguely, there was something different in his tone. Gone was the sarcastic edge. In its place was a quiet honesty, the kind that made people lean closer. Maybe it's age or maybe it's wisdom, but it's clear to learn that tough love doesn't always equal the best outcome. His comment about young artists who deserved more sounded less like criticism and more like confession. One fan tweeted, "Finally entering his soft rock era." And honestly, they might be right. Whether he was talking directly about Courtney or not, his words carried weight, not because they confirmed a rumor, but because they revealed a rare truth about him, that even the harshest judge can look back and wish things had gone differently. The bittersweet truth and the legacy they leave. In the end, whether truly confirmed the rumors or simply reflected on lost potential, one thing remains undeniable. Both he and Courtney left an imprint on each other's legacies. The story isn't tragic, it's human. A mentor who saw brilliance in a young artist, and a young artist who reminded the world that real talent doesn't need to shout. It just needs to be heard once to never be forgotten. Fans still revisit that legendary audition, hoping to feel that spark again, while others wait for the day the two might reunite on stage. As one cheeky fan put it, if that happens, even Botox won't hold the tears back. And maybe that's the beauty of this story, not in the sadness, but in the reminder that even the coldest hearts can melt for true artistry.